everyone. We're going to find the values of the six trig functions for an angle in standard position if the point with the given coordinates lies on the terminal side. So let me talk about what this means basically. This means, for example, this point here, right here, is -4, -3. So it's right here. That's the point. And then when you draw, if you like for the unit circle, you draw the little angle like this. You always draw it to the origin, like the bow tie thing. Okay, that's always how you draw it. So this is your -4, this is your -3, and then you have to find the radius. Now, in my class, we already went over Pythagorean triples, so I know right away that my R is 5, because this is a 3, 4, 5 type triangle. So R is always positive, because it's a distance. So R is always positive. And I'll do it that way. That's what it means. R is positive. So basically, you just have to do the 6 functions. So sine of theta equals y over r. So that's -3 over 5. Cosine of theta is x over r, which is -4 over 5. And tan of theta, and all I do is I'm picking my these two. So that's going to equal -3 over -4, which equals 3/4. And then I just flip everything for the reciprocals. So it's -5/3. Secant of theta is -5/4. And cotan of theta equals 4/3. Okay? And next one we have is -6, 6. This one is not you can draw this if you want to. We already know that x is negative and y is positive. That means it's in quadrant 2, but it's really not going to help. What we do need, though, is r. And this is not a triple. So we know that r, first of all, here's your circle formula, or you can use Pythagorean theorem, or you can use this. I would rather use this. X squared plus y squared equals r squared. So r equals the square root of x squared plus y squared. And I'm just going to use that. So r is the square root of -6 squared plus 6 squared. So therefore r equals the square root of 72. And you can simplify this as 36 times 2. So r, and I can pull this 36 out, so that's going to be 6. Square root of 36 is 6, so 6 square root of 2. Now we just fill everything in. We have an x, we have a y, and we have an r. So we have sine of theta equals y over x. Alright, cosine of theta equals x over your r. And then tan of theta is you just pull these two, or you can just look at that. It's going to be -1. And you flip everything, so cosecant of theta is 6 square root of 2 over 6. And secant is the same thing, but negative. So -6 square root of 2 over 6. And cotan is going to be basically 6 square root of 2 over -6 square root of 2. So that just equals -1 again. Now, let's simplify this. The 6 cancels here, so we just get square root of 2. And this is going to be negative square root of 2. Here the 6 cancels, so we get 1 over square root of 2 and negative 1 over square root of 2. I didn't leave enough room, but we all know that this is square root of 2 over 2. You have to rationalize it, and this one's just going to be, I'll put it over here, negative 2 square root of 2. Okay, now I'm going to go a little faster on the rest of these. The next one is 2 comma 0. 2 comma 0. So r is the square root of 2 squared plus 0 squared. So my r is 2, which makes sense if you draw this. I have 2, so your r is the length here. So I have my x, I have my y, and I have my r. So sine of theta is y over r, which is 0 over 2. Cosine of theta equals 2 over 2. Okay, let me put x over r, which is 2 over 2, which equals 1. And then tan of theta is going to be 0 over 2, y over x. And that equals 0. And then if you want, you can just flip these. So I'll just do the first one. Cosecant of theta, you could either, okay, I'll just do it this way. So this is going to be 2 over 0, which is undefined. And anytime the reciprocal of 0 is 1 over 0, 1 over 0 is undefined. And then secant of theta is just going to be 2 over 2 again, which is 1. And then cotan of theta equals undefined. Okay, the next one we have is 1 comma negative 8. I need my r, which is square root of 1 squared plus negative 8 squared. So r equals let's see. Okay, so r is square root of 65. Okay, so we have our x and our y, and so basically just fill everything out. Sine of theta is y over r. We know this is negative 8, square root of 65 over 65. Cosine of theta is 1 over square root of 65, which equals square root of 65 over 65. And tan of theta is just negative 8 over 1, which equals negative 8. And then we reciprocate everything. And for the first two, I'm going to use those two. So cosecant of theta is negative square root of 65 over 8. Secant of theta is square root of 65 over 1. And then tan of theta is negative 1/8. Okay. And this is getting kind of long here, so let's do just one more here. We have 5 comma negative 3. So r equals the square root of 5 squared minus negative 3 squared, or plus, sorry. So r equals square root of 34. And we're going to go through and do this. Sine of theta equals negative 3 over square root of 34, which just simplified. When you rationalize the denominator, you get negative 3 square root of 34 over 34. Cosine of theta is with your x, and that's going to be 5 square root of 34 over 34. Okay, tan of theta is just y over x, and then just reciprocate everything, and again reciprocate those two. So cosecant of theta is negative square root of 34 over 3. Secant of theta is square root of 34 over 5. And then I'm just going to reciprocate that for cotan, which is negative 5 over 3. Pretty simple. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.